Oh shit, here we go again.
Where's everybody else at? And that guy didn't want to show up. Oh, man. He's ducking. Oh, God. Oh, man. Welcome back, Royal Nation, to another installment of Royal. We will get a better insight of each king. We behind the scenes. I'm your host, Cheno Royal, man. I'm here with, what's your name, sir?
Name's Mark, man.
Mr. Mark, this is my shooter right here, though.
Nah, Mr. 3-point shooter. How y'all doing, man? We vibing?
You serious?
See, I was trying to be cool.
I'm trying.
Got it!
Man, I'm sorry. This is just the wisest out of me.
How you doing, man? How's the day?
Dude, this is something I'm trying to get over a sickness, but we chilling. Other than that, just relaxing. Try to get next to the working schedule and all that, but besides that, I've been chilling.
For those, I have to address this. This is on my mind. Don't mean to interrupt, but like the only reason we're wearing shorts and coats is because it was super nice outside, and it took a complete 180 for no fucking reason. Because we're in the Midwest, baby. Shout out Indiana.
Right.
But yeah. So it was like 70. Now it's like what? Like negative 20 out. Is that what it is?
Negative 20. Yeah, more or less.
At least.
That's like the lowest.
Man, that's how strong we are. Negative 20 out here doing content for y'all out on the street. But go ahead, push fans at home. Elaborate on who Mark is. Just tell us a little bit about himself.
All right, man. I mean, shoot. I'm a typical dude that just likes to chill, hang out with friends. You know, I work over at General Motors, building trucks and all that. Your great Silverados and GMC Sierras.
He's a real man.
I'm a real man.
Not a Ford done. Yeah, Ford done. Trust me. Good news.
I like to play basketball here and there.
Yeah.
Used to hoop with the boys a little bit. I'm officially hanging the cleats up because, my knees and ankles. I know.
He's wearing cleats on the court.
Yeah, I'm wearing cleats. Shit, I still can't run fast, man.
Man, that explains all those skate moments.
You just see me just
Like you're doing yoga out there.
Hit crossover, nutmeg.
But this is a special episode that I want to go ahead and do. I mean, a lot of people ask me, honestly, they want to go ahead and ask, is it just artists that come on? No, like, a lot of the Cheno show is about community. It's about just people coming together and just chilling. And this is one of my dogs, one of my bros, one of my A1-day ones. So wanted them to come on. It's been a while, man. We've been trying to collaborate this thing for a while. He's been ducking and smoke. It's all right. It's all right. He said ever since, I had to do him in the video footage was with Jay. I wish I could have got it, but we don't have the video footage right now.
And he did beat me in a 1v1. I gotta give him credit. He did.
He had a mighty fine comeback.
Whoa. Cheno, this was very friendly.
I'm sorry. But, hey, editing. Actually, to the editing, right? Editing. You need that footage. You got to put that footage up.
Hey, as much as I love to see my wins posted on the internet, I don't care who posts my losses too. Might as well just post it, man. Just post me interesting 1v1 and just let the internet see it.
So So what we're going to talk about today is a lot of like the fam stuff and a lot of stuff that like I've done with Nick. Shout out Nick from the Road Man on that podcast.
Shout out, man.
Which he's going to be on another episode. If you haven't, right there is where you'll find links to the episode he was actually in. But right now we're going to talk about like this season for Shohoku, Team Rocket.
Oh yeah.
We talked about the other guys and just how that's been going. Basketball in general.
Yeah.
If you're still gonna hoop, I know you said you're hanging up stuff, but you're gonna hoop. But we'll run through all of them. Well, let's start with the seminary and then the league stuff right now. So how you think that's up and going?
Honestly, I think the seminary stuff, I mean, it's got its moments where it's like really nice. I think from when we started, when we originally played, how they redid like the seatings and the hoops, backboards, all that.
Oh, I was so appreciative of the hoops.
So much, bro. The ones that we hooped in the first season, bro, those were trash.
Well, I felt like I was in the 80s or 90s. Like back in PE class in the 80s and 90s with those hoops. Hardcore, hardwood.
Literally. Like, that's the definition of it, bro. Was, so, but like, other than that, the seminary, I mean, it seems like it's cool. It started to have like more people that are like friendly, more competition going in, especially in this. I don't know what it is with the C division, man. They always be having 16 teams.
Well, you know why that is. Because A only has like 2 or 3 teams. B has like 5. Of course, you know why.
I mean, yeah, I do.
Because everybody thinks it's gonna be no comp. That's why people are.
I get it. But other than that, like, the only thing I would say that the sim is just, man, they gotta go over some rules, bro. Like, I mean,
Like, what do you mean?
Like, ref calls.
Okay.
When it comes to, like, fouls, travels. I mean, my only issue in that league, I be seeing it all the time. They be calling travel for step throughs. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, if you don't have the ball out when you let go of your pivot foot, they don't call travel, but like,
well, that could just be rules in general, because people, like, some refs will let you do a set or some won't. It's just based on how they're calling it.
Maybe based on the ref a little bit.
Well, like, let's be honest, it's not like it's like the NBA in there. Like, it's not like they're like, those refs are hardcore. Like, these are the rules, guys.
Wait, this is the NBA?
Yeah.
You have been hooping the wrong.
You've been hooping the wrong way, so.
No!
CBA player over here.
But, of course.
But yeah, like, sir, I think, especially, so a lot of those refs are like high school refs.
Yeah.
So high school ball is different than even just regular like rec ball, like even some college ball.
Yeah.
So I guess just however they call it sometimes.
I think the part that I do like about the seminary is it gives everyone who never played again like an actual basketball game, like high school game, or like even when they were in middle school. I played an upward. I never got up to that level.
Shout out upward. Shout out my dogs and upward. If you don't know about upward, dog,
go get your stars.
look, I still got my basketball at home, dog. Shout out upward, dog.
But I mean, it gives you an experience to see what it's like, you know, to actually play, especially with a ref calling. Like, you thinking like, you could be so good and go for like a drive, and you're thinking you're fouled all the time, but they ain't calling it. You're like, man, I'm really not getting fouled so much, or they're just not calling it. So it's a different perspective, and it kind of teaches you the way how to play it.
What's something that you've seen from your perspective as a player on the court that you like? This is growing in my game.
This is growing in my game.
Like it's like from how you started in the sim to where you've ended right now, where you just like, I've definitely improved in this area.
So I feel like definitely I've gotten a little more confident in my shot as I kept going.
Yeah.
I think I definitely have gotten somewhat better, like making better decision makings. It's just depending on like what team I was playing a little bit, but also being inside the post.
Right.
Because I mean, I'm not really as fast as I used to be. I'm getting older, I'm getting bigger and all that, but
yeah,
I had to rely on a different strategy, which I can't just drive to the hoop no more as I used to do. So I had to kind of seal and get in post a little bit. And
He's in his Luca era.
I'm in my Luca. Hey, we respect it. So, kind of doing that. I know, I would say this past season was probably my best defensively that I've been. Like, sliding my feet, trying to be there, but, I mean,
remember, all the guys will be known for you on this one. They'll be letting you know right there. Look, I know they got right. That's Jordan right there getting ready to comment right out here on this video. John was getting ready to say, I don't know, man.
I bet it's hard, man. I mean, shit, I was in my ground, bro.
All right.
Hey, in my ground.
Respect. So, with Team Shohoku and Team Rocket, we're going to get a little messy.
I think I know this.
Okay, so what? They both have good quality moves. I'll give them that.
Absolutely.
So on a good day, do you think Shohoku can take Team Rocket?
Absolutely. I will stand on that. Stand on.
Why? Why do you think that? Why?
So,
look at the line. I guess you can pick any lineup of Team Rocket and then any lineup of Shohoku.
Any lineup of anyone.
Any lineup of Team Rocket versus any lineup of Shohoku.
So,
and why?
And pick like the players.
You can pick the players, that's fine. And obviously there's players on both teams that can, be interchangeable. But whatever one you pick, you gotta stick with like those players on there.
Okay, so I would. Yeah, so I think honestly, obviously Team Rocket's gonna go with like the starting lineup with like Jordan, James, probably Dalen's gonna be in there. Shout out Dalen, my dog, my dude. Amari's a big factor that's in there, which that could definitely cause a little problem for Shohoku. Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of a little hazy on the fourth guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'll throw Surge in there. Surge in.
Okay.
My boy Surge. Okay. And then you got Shohoku. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to this team because look, Till is not the same player from the first season when I met him. That dude can hoop. That dude is not even just a hooper, he's a defensive menace.
The improvement is impeccable.
It is insane.
I remember when we first met, man, and like the game from then to now, like there were two different players. Absolutely.
I'm like, dude, even when like I think we're running over at Abbott at one, Turnstone.
Okay.
Like one scrimmages, man. We were doing like that little 3v3. I wasn't really like trying as much because, we just ran so many scrimmages. Till was hitting like middies consistent.
Oh, yeah.
He never used to do that. I'm like, I give so much credit for it.
That just shows you a lot of that. Regardless of like talent does play a factor.
Yeah.
Then mental is like a whole other big part of the game. Man. When a lot of you could be the most talented person out there, and if your mental's not right, like it could tank your whole game, it could tank a whole season for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been there. You've been there, right?
Yes.
What's something that you would tell somebody who is like going through some mental struggle that needs some advice a little bit?
Going through mental struggle? Well, if there's anything that I could say for people who are dealing with that stuff mentally, I've been there. I've been to a point where I feel like my team never really trusted me. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I didn't have a place in that spot, but honestly, if you got the time to really put in the work, that's my biggest aspect. I didn't really have the time because of my work schedule, but for someone who is willing to take basketball as serious as they can, put in the time, put in the work, do stuff like work on your weaknesses and you'll get there. But don't ever think of the people talking to you as it's criticism. Take it as notes and really take it to heart to be like, okay, I'm going to perfect this. I'm going to come back the next game even better.
Well, it's crazy, how a lot of people think just criticism, in general, is just a bad thing. Yeah, people take everything to heart nowadays. Mm-hmm. And, I just remember, when I was growing up, if somebody was calling you out, that means that they actually saw potential in you. Yeah, you might not see it at the time. Obviously, it'll be in your head a lot more. You'll be like, why are they picking on me, dog? Yeah. No, Quan. No.
Don't get me wrong. I've definitely been, I was like that even like the last game that I played, only because it's like, it depends how you say it. You know?
It's tone.
It's the tone.
More you know.
Tone. But it's like, I mean, even, I'm going to shout out to Josh about this one, because, I mean, this one, my boy, but definitely he said something last game that kind of like stuck with me in like kind of negative way. I've been meaning to talk to him about it at some point, but, you know, whenever we get a phone call, I'll express my feelings about this, but it's like, you know, in that
better before this drop.
You better. Otherwise, it's gonna drop. He's gonna be like, "Are we in friends?"
Mark, will this drop? Cause I have my phone on D&D. I have my phone on D&D. So you better
but no, like we were playing that Thunder game, and you know, we're passing the ball, make sure the ball's secure, because you know the Thunder are basically running a 2-3 zone, and they are just getting us on turnovers. You know what I mean? And I wasn't trying to like do anything fancy, but regardless of the turn, like when I'm dribbling, and even if I throw the ball over, it's still considered a crossover. Okay. And so I tried to do that, but one of the issues, I didn't see the guy on the left side trying to poke the ball from me, because I was focused on the guy on my right. And once I fell and poked it, I go, oh, dang. So like, he goes, gets the bucket, and then they call timeout. And I go, and I know, we all know Johnson gets a little serious on the court. Like, if there's something he doesn't really go, passion. Yeah, passion. Sorry, not serious, passion.
Hey, look, I'm not coming for your life, but I'm saying, if you don't have a passion when you playing with me, and this is real, you ain't a hooper. Like, you ain't a hooper. Like, you played basketball, but you ain't a hooper. You need passion when you play competitive.
That is true, and honestly, like, I just wasn't, in that game in particular, I was just kind of off. I don't know why. And, you know, when I turn the ball over, I go, you know, high five everybody, and all that, and getting the job in high fives games. Here's like, Mark, good shit, but it never crossed over like that again. You just dribbled too high. And when I hear that, I'm like, bro, man, it's like,
it sounds bad.
Yeah, like the scrimmages that we used to run. I mean, we ran our first scrimmage as Shohoku. We were passing down or on the pass break, just running back and forth, like getting assists. I mean, y'all gave me a chance to even like run the court a little bit, because y'all trusted me. Like when I felt like I got trusted on the court, like I felt better, I had fun. Yeah. Once I kind of like felt that, I kind of was like, man, like Johnson don't even really trust me to even out the ball. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you and I can both agree. I hope we can agree. There's like trust during pickup is different than trust during competitively.
I will give you that. Yes,
they do share parallels.
Yeah,
all the same things. Yeah, but let's be honest. Like pickup, we're gonna test things out. You're there to experiment. You can't see how things will work out. Mm-hmm. In competitive, you need things that are solid, 100%.
Yeah.
Like you don't need the most flashiest thing. You just need the thing that works.
Right.
Old faithful. Good old Betty. But that's what you need. Like you don't need these flashy layups. You don't need you need that quick little go to the bucket. Like so instead of having a turnaround, maybe step back midi or fade away midi, how about you try to draw two people away, somebody cuts right there, you have an easy dish, that's a layup.
Yeah.
You know? Or simple, you drive, you got people coming in to collapse on you. Easy Surge is out there on the fucking, he's on the wing or he's in the corner. It doesn't matter. Like whether you believe in like a person's shot or how you believe somebody's gonna pass or move the offense again.
Yeah.
But if they're open, kick that out, somebody cuts it, dish it in. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And I felt like this Shohoku team really was more of a fundamental team that I've ever even been on. And that's coming a lot because I played on, I think I played on like 5 different teams. Not 5, maybe like 4.
Yeah,
Mambas. I had Rocket for like 2
yeah,
years. I think 2 years.
You're on Castle. You're on Castle Floor, right?
Castle for
Dying Time. Okay.
Oh, Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Dang, man.
Bad Batch.
I'm not even gonna count Asking Your Mama. That one, I didn't really play. I wasn't on that team. And then, yeah, then Shohoku. I mean, that's like 7
right there.
Dang, man. Yeah, I've got a 20-year-long NBA career.
That's at least you got. Yeah, you got time to in dog years.
That's 50 years, bro. Holy shit, man. Old, Mark. Holy shit. Hang your cleats up.
So, out of all those teams, what is your favorite one? And then we'll get spicy. What was the one at the bottom of that made you like,
Not that I hate that team, but it's just like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if my team played.
Why? I get you. So, if I had to pick my favorite team to play on, honestly, I'll be honest, I think I picked Shohoku. I really like how we played all together. We played for each other and how well we fundamentally moved. It's just, I know, like, when we got into the seminary, like, the offense kind of changes because, you know, obviously when you have, like, a true point guard running instead of just, like, running gun for everybody, like, the offense does change. So different strategies come into play on the court. But other than that, like, I had a lot of fun. We were never really down on each other.
Good.
And even we had a losing season, and like, listen, shout out to the boys for making this semifinal for us. Shout out to the boys, bro. That's incredible for the first season, starting off with a new team. I know I unfortunately wasn't.
Editor Cheno, make sure, like, if he's wrong, correct it right here. Watch, it's gonna be like they did not.
They did not make it at all. But I mean, that one definitely, I had a lot of fun. I feel like the chemistry was a lot more positive than it was like anything. I felt like I definitely, shout out to my boy Hayden. Yeah, that's my dude on the court, my other Splash brother.
Showing up the hoop.
I mean, that dude, I remember he used to get down on himself so much for his jump shot. Kind of like how I did in the beginning of our seasons. And like, he just took off this seat. Like, he's a whole different shooter. And it was been a pleasure to even kind of space the floor to get you open as much as you did and hit those shots as much as you did.
You just can't get in your head.
Yeah, you literally can't.
That's a main thing I cannot stress. And like, we've all been through it. Every player goes through it at every stage, and even like, you know, professional all the way down to rec league, bro. Everybody goes through it. It's just how you pick yourself back up that really matters. And like, even for me, like, there'll be pockets where it's just like my go-to would be always drive. And then like a lot of players, like, you picking your shot back up isn't easy. Like, a lot of people, like, maybe it's easy for others or it looks easy, but it's really not. Like, you finding your comfortability is not easy. And like, you'll just keep adapting to it. But the one thing is, keep trying. Like, if you got the ball and you're open, shoot that. You know, just shoot the rock. You know, obviously you ain't gonna hit everything, but like, I'd rather you take that shot and miss than just choose to keep moving the ball, not look interested, and your mental will drag the team down. Be a mistake.
Literally, I mean, that's well said, honestly. Because like, literally, I could have. I used to shoot around and get my reps in when I was like playing in like high school, not playing for a team, just shooting around. You know, but like, that's just how I even like form my jump shot the way it was. Like, I would just go shoot around, put music in, and like just vibe. But then when it comes to a real game, it's like, you know, you get the shot, but then when you don't make it, you're kind of like, oh dang, that's kind of like throwing me off.
Well, this is where like I usually test, like, whether it's myself or how I read defenses or read teams, like when I'm playing.
Yeah,
Is when you're playing, you get a good sense for like in the first like couple minutes, like how the team's gonna move, how their offense is gonna be, how the defense is gonna be. Also, you get a read for it, especially like when you're getting switches a player who you're guarding.
Yeah.
And because you see that they start missing, then you get to see what a team's really made of if they can really actually dig deep and come back. Because the team, it's funny because the teams that I thought that we could have beat soundly, I've seen more teams like that dig deep and come back than teams that I thought, maybe were underdogs that you thought could dig deep and actually do something about it against us. Well, they actually didn't dig deep and do that. I've seen more underdog teams actually dig deep.
They're like a particular team that you're thinking of, or
No, there's not a particular team,
okay.
but like it's just what I've seen like the hooping like since I was like 6, 7.
Oh, I see. I got you.
6, 7.
But
No, it's just a thing. Like the best way I can put it, like because mentality is gonna be a theme of this episode because that's the biggest thing that I can offer as advice. Because let's say you miss one.
Yeah.
You might chalk it up as, all right, I just need to shoot. But the further you keep going down that road of missing, I think probably past the third or if you're not really hitting or it's rimming out, especially if you lay in it misses or you rim out or you miss like a floater. Oh my God. Like your confidence will go down and you start getting loud like,
I've done that so bad.
I'm like, fuck, man. So then you start thinking in your head because that starts throwing off your way of hooping. Your way of hooping is how you start.
Right.
Your way of hooping, like you're comfortable, you might feel easy, you're more relaxed.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of hoopers that can play angry. Like there's not a lot, in my opinion. Like there probably are in like other areas, maybe New York hoopers, you got like maybe probably, but I will say like not a lot of people can handle like being angry and like missing like that and getting knocked off or pivot like that.
I feel like if there's one person that probably could, and I'll get back to my team. I know we were on like a little discussion, but I say Josh, bro. When Josh gets mad, dude, shout out to my boy Jocelyn. And again, shout out to my boy, that's my brother. But like that dude, it's like, I remember somebody even talked shit to him one time while we were like running just a normal scrimmage, and he just took off and just like, let the layups fly. He'd be making shit pretty much after they'd be talking shit to him like right back. It amazes me how much he can just flip a switch and turn on his game.
Yeah.
Like even I'm trying to think about like even back in like Saturday league. I forget the team, but there was one moment he hit a game-winning layup on one guy because like they were talking too much, and you know he was like, "Give me the ball, get the heck out of the way." Yeah, that one of those modes and turn on. I think you were there a little bit. I just forget that team. Anyways, I can't remember.
So what happened? We had that big ass build up to
I know, man. God damn more.
We'll be right back.
Technical difficulties. But yeah, no, he ended up hitting that game winner on him, and that's just one of the little hidden talents that he's got in himself. That's just, it amazes me when like people piss him off because then they find out how he actually plays. Like he plays well without being pissed, but like when he gets irritated and stuff, someone gets yapping at him, it's a whole different ballgame. So
yeah, I got 2 different modes. I got or I guess 3. Like the one where you're like, I call it like lazy ball. Everyone goes young lazy ball, where you're not feeling it, you're not really in it like that.
right.
And then I got funny, like having fun ball.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're having fun, maybe joking around, you might talk spicy here and there and whatnot. And then I can play heavy ball.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just more focused. So like instead of being very vocal, like I might tune in a little bit or tune down, like me talking a lot. I might be more direct and whatnot. But it's just like that's how it is. And I see when he's having those moments like that, whether it's coaching or whatnot, that's just being a captain. talking to our guys, letting them know like what works or like, what you've seen that's not working, try and change it because something's got to change. You can't just keep running the same thing.
Right.
Bring it blown up. So.
And that makes sense. Like, honestly, you can't fault him for that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, besides that, though, I kind of agree with you. Not a lot of people can do that, I mean, there's only like a short few people, but he's just a person that I think about whenever it comes to someone being able to play through that field and someone trying to knock him off the rip.
But the thing that I was trying to get at, and I know we went through a big rabbit hole there, but my thing is that I believe that anybody can dig deep. That's just effort. That's just hustle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at, right?
I got
Is that a lot of people think that once you miss those shots, or maybe you're not driving, or somebody's taking off, maybe somebody's defending you aggressively and it's not working, you can get a switch onto a guy and then the game can completely change. The game plan can be completely switched. You can sit out for a second, come back in, sub out, and then sub back in, and then who knows? The game might have changed because now they're tired. It's all a game of chess. That's all it is. It's you gotta pick your moments.
Mm-hmm.
Right now might not be your moment, so you back off, so you do what you can, and then you come back in on this moment, and then boom, it could change.
Mm-hmm.
This dude probably went for 20 in the first half. You come back in the second half, that dude's tired, and maybe they sub out, and you get a different guy, now you go for 20, 30.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point about digging, and trying to hustle. Back to the team.
Yeah, that's a little off topic there, but I think one team I would not want to come back and play for. I'm gonna be honest, downtime honestly kind of was catastrophic. I'm not.
Who was all on that team? Was what?
But that's the thing. That's not even the team that I'm even picking. But I mean,
oh, was it?
No, it's not. It's not.
This guy trying to be nice.
It's not. That's second.
Oh, that's the second?
That's the second if I had to pick. My number one, I don't care to really come back, honestly. And I know they have some of my boys on there, but I don't really care for Team Rocket.
Okay.
I am just, honestly, I feel like that.
Get it off.
The snake, this guy's a little nervous. I don't think I'm nervous. The second season, it was alright. I had Dawson back then and all that, but the third season, when I was playing for Castle Corp and playing with Team Rocket, it's just nobody sucked, bro. We all just kind of sat on the bench and you just have the same 5 people play. And, you end up playing paying $60. Not even, I want to say close to 80 or 80 like that, but just to kind of ride the bench, I mean, that ain't fun, bro.
I'm not gonna. This is and I always be honest about this because I talk about this to Che religiously, and anybody who wanted to have this conversation, I had this conversation with, is like I said at the very beginning, is that you gotta understand that there's 2 different modes. Either you could play pickup or you play rec. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you play competitive ball, whether it's rec league, professional, semi-pro, or you just try to formulate a YouTube, Frida and all those lives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You gotta get into a different mode. It's no longer just pickup.
Yeah.
You just can't. Because people aren't gonna there's more aggression in one. There's more focus in one. There's more grind time hours put in practice.
That's fair.
And it's not that nobody wants you to play. It's just, like I said, one is more about lackadaisical, we can do whatever because the boys we're hanging out, or maybe you just go out. I just need cardio. I just need cardio. That's picked up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to win.
That's true.
And I'm going with this trophy. That's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes what that means is that you might be on bench. And I have my moments where I can't remember what team it was, and I've been working a lot anyway. And this was when I started. It might have been one of the Saturday league games where it was literally I was on a team and it was very hit and miss if I could be there, and And I went out there and I probably played for like not even like a half of a quarter of the game. And then I got subbed out.
I'm trying to remember. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I think you might spill it on Rocky.
Maybe. But then I wanted to be in so bad, but it's just like, it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about the team. It's about what works for the team.
And honestly, back then, I didn't think about it like that. I will admit, I was kind of a little bit selfish a bit because it's just like, you're thinking, like, in that aspect, you're thinking like, okay, I need to be on the team. I should have some playing time. Like, I get it. Now that I've gone past that, like, I definitely understand that. But it took more of a bigger toll on me. Quite a bit. Because it was,
That's fair.
Like, you know, it makes you think, like, do they even really need me on here?
Yeah.
You know?
I hear that.
And I felt that. So, but, you know, there's no hard feelings towards them to the point or anything like that. Just like, if they were to ask me to probably hop on and like sub in for like one of the games now, I'd probably say, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we're entering an era right now, like with the boys right now, where, you know, Jay's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
I got other things I gotta do, and like, but we still hoopers at heart, so we're gonna start doing a little bit more private rooms, you know. So this is definitely like where we're at. I mean, if I find the time to go out there and be on another like red league at a certain different time, maybe just fucking around like you remember the old Hankins that had a team? They're just out. It was like a team of like older guys, and they're just out there just fuck it, like just playing the red league.
Was it?
Like, I think they're like a last place team.
Well, they were really bad.
Yeah, they were just like, hey, they had a tall, like an option,
like a 6'8" dude.
Yeah,
I remember that. I forget.
and they weren't bad for their age, but it was just like, bro, like, hey, welcome, get out there, dude.
I think Rocket ended up playing them and ended up beating them, but you would think when they had that tall guy, you're like, oh, they're about to destroy us.
Oh no, bro. Dude had like a double knee boy moving like this.
Goes wild.
Yeah, oh man.
But despite that though, I mean, that's just really kind of what my take is on that. I would say kind of like that. But
hey man, I appreciate you flying on out.
Hey,
Hold on.
oh yeah.
But hey, like I said, I appreciate you coming on now. You know, I'm gonna have you on the pod.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully, don't be dumping smoke. You be dumping smoke out here a little bit too much.
I don't be dumping smoke.
Look, because my dog Nick is on the other line, and he's just like, man, what is that 1v1 that y'all been trying to do for like so long? I don't forget about this stuff. What happened to that 1v1? Just the brawls.
Well, that 1v1, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of corny.
It got corny?
I was so disinterested. It was corny, bro.
He wanted a rematch.
I know he did, but it was just like it's like side stuff behind it where, I mean, he sent me a video of him saying like, well, you got that dog in you and all that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You got that dog in you. I was like, what are we doing? Like, bro, I can't hold it, bro. You don't need to be doing all that extra stuff. And so, like, I just eventually was like, okay, I'm good. But then he did that little, like, a little picture of, like, him having me as, like, a toddler, kind of doing all that. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He was like, yeah, Mark's baby. I know. I was like, yeah, Mark's my son. You know, I'll hold this there until we get our rematch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, you remember our 1v1? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's anything I'm going to give him credit for, as I've seen him now, back then when he was talking, he was not as good as he is now. Nick has improved a lot from what I've seen him playing like pickup and what I've seen him like even do offensively. Yeah. Now I feel like he could give me quite a bit of a challenge.
Well, there's one thing you can't say that he never had his consistent lead was like he's always had heart. So the dig deep thing I was talking about.
Yeah,
So it didn't matter. Like it might not look like the prettiest game,
right?
but still the hustle was always there. You can still. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You might sneak a game on a couple people that if you're laughing.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think Nick's a bad player at all. It's just like back then, I just like he wanted to do that again, and I was down for it. But eventually, it's just like all that talk on the side. I kind of was like, all right, that's just you're kind of killing my vibe.
So there's no way or rematch you gonna be in the work.
As of right now, bro, I'm really out of shape.
So you're on the shelf.
I'm on the shelf, dog.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Nate, man. I know you've been wanting that for a minute.
Damn. Bro, I tried, dog. I tried, but you heard it's officially dead.
I'm cooked, bro.
But hey, go ahead before we get on out of here. Instead of this last question I normally do, I got a different one for you since I said it's a special episode.
Okay.
So give me your starting 5 out of the entire group. Give me your top starting 5 that you'd be like, look, I believe these guys can go against anybody.
And I'm not on the team. Like, it's gotta be me picking the team.
Yeah.
Like, I be coaching. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Okay.
your team. This is Mark's
All right.
team.
I'm gonna pick number 1, my point guard, the mini master Henry.
Okay.
Oh, did I just spark a little conversation? Oh, did I just spark a little conversation here? Hold on. Oh, all right, got that. And I'm gonna put at my 2, my boy Jay Johnson. I mean, he can rock that from 2. He can also take the point guard position. I think he'd be good. Like I say, you piss that dude off.
Okay.
I say 3 then. Honestly, out of the group, if I'm gonna go for like, I say you gotta have some kind of defense. So, you know what? I haven't really seen him play a whole lot, but I've seen him play defense. I'm gonna pick Darrell.
Hey!
I'm putting Darrell. I don't talk to you as much. I was feeling good, but I got faith you'd be. You're probably one of the best defenders in here. You know what I mean? Like, or the best defender. I've heard a lot of things about you, brother. And then 4, you can't go wrong with taking Brandon.
Okay.
I know it's been a while. I know I haven't seen him since like Bad Batch, but that dude was different.
Yeah.
That boy was different, bro. And then now my 5 though. My 5's a little different because when I think of a 5, I think of like, well, you know what? Screw it. I'm thinking AJ. AJ from Shohoku.
Okay.
That's my dude. I don't talk to him a whole lot, but that dude got a crazy post game, fade away, a little shot.
He is nasty.
Turnaround. He be talking crap in the group chat, being like, "Oh, I'm trash. All right, it's my fault that we didn't win." Bro, you don't realize that dude's got a jumper and he's got a post game. It is so efficient, and he deserves a lot more credit for himself than he did himself. So that's my 5.
Okay. Look, rate that down in the comments. You know I gotta have other members of the team. But hey, I appreciate you for sliding them out, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Like I said, be on the lookout for whenever anybody from the team comes on. That's my boy Mark. Make sure you tap into like all the games. I know Shohoku got like a channel, right? Like Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Shohoku got a channel.
I think they got a channel. Actually, I think it's under not Rocket.
Not Rocket?
Not Rocket is what it is.
We'll figure it out. Put it down on the link below. Shout out my boy Jay. Shout out the whole team. You know we love all y'all. It's all love at the end of the day. So make sure y'all stay royal out there.
All right. Peace.
Hey yo, I definitely appreciate y'all for checking out this here video. Make sure you go ahead and check out any of the new and old content that is right above me, and make sure y'all stay royal out there. Peace.